Hey, y'all. It's been a couple days. Not a couple, maybe like one or two. But I did post a shorts the other day on Sunday, so I don't know if that counts as far as posting. It wasn't a full video, but it was something. I'm messing around with shorts because I do enjoy short form content, but YouTube is one of my favorite platforms. Like I said, anytime I take a social media break, I always keep YouTube. And just with my life, being a busy mom, 3 little kids, a wife, working full time, sometimes a short form content video is just what I'm able to achieve. So I'm kind of playing with both things there. But if you didn't see my short, I withdrew from my master's program. I made that decision this weekend. I had been journaling about it. Journaling, I've talked about it before, but it's kind of my form of prayer. It's how I clear my mind and get things out for me to really take a bird's eye view, and also to give it to God, and to receive answers. So I had been journaling about it, praying about it all week. And over the weekend, I made that decision that I was going to withdraw from my program. So I sent those emails yesterday early in the morning. As soon as I woke up, I sent those emails that I was going to be withdrawing, and I feel at peace about it. I had the realization that going for my master's right now was just something that was keeping me busy and a false productivity. Am I being productive? Yes. Essentially, yes, I am being productive, because at the end, as long as I pass, I would be obtaining a master's degree, which is great, right? It's productive. It's a good thing. It can open up opportunities for me. However, right now in my life, it's not what I need to be doing with my extra time. My job is demanding. My job has a lot of moving parts. And like I said, I'm a mom of 3, I'm a wife, and I'm also dealing with Alzheimer's, a new Alzheimer's diagnosis for my mom, early onset Alzheimer's. And that has taken me really by storm. Like, that's been a hard blow for me. And so it is taking up a lot of my emotional and mental capacity right now. And that is my priority right now. My family and making sure that my mom's care and treatment plan is staying on top of. And I may go back for it at some point. It's just right now I'm not. Like I said, I am working full time, and we do homeschool our children. My husband stays at home with the kids and manages our property. And then I work a tradition. So he's, untraditional, and I'm the traditional. And so I am away from the house every day, Monday through Friday. And so my time already is limited with family and with my kids. And then even if I'm with them, I'm subconsciously, school is lingering and buzzing in the back of my head. And I don't want that. I am a person who doesn't know how to chill out and rest. And so, can I go for my master's? Can I keep doing that? Of course I can keep doing it, but should I? No, it's not good for me right now. And I had to be really honest with myself about that. I don't believe that it will hinder me at all in where I'm trying to go in life to not have it within the next 2 years. So it doesn't bother me, really, that I'm withdrawing from it. But I will be honest, it was hard to make that decision and then to execute on it, because I struggle with perfectionism and fear of failure. And so making that decision felt like, at first it felt like I was failing, but then I was like, failing who? Because everything that I'm doing right now, I've gotten here without my master's. Would it help? Of course. I mean, it could help open up other opportunities for me, but so can networking. So can certifications. There's other things I can do education wise and certification wise that require much less of me and still can add value to my experience and my skills. So yeah, I did make that decision to withdraw, and I'm at peace about it, and I'm happy about it. And yeah, so I'm just here to tell you, if you need space to relax, I'm gonna give you that space right now. Stop caring about what other people are gonna say. You have to live with your life. You're the one that has to deal with it. And I chose me. I'm choosing me right now in this season. With everything that I have going on with my mom's Alzheimer's diagnosis and just life in general, I am reaching a point where at almost 33 years old, I am no longer going to do things that are not aligned with me. If I'm tired, if I'm stressed, I'm not going to keep pushing through. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to reevaluate, and I may decide to quit on, whatever it is, or I may decide to pivot, or I also have made that decision in regards to what I tolerate and boundaries. And it used to be really hard for me to say no to people. It used to be really hard for me to have uncomfortable conversations, or conversations that felt like there might be some confrontation, or it may just be uncomfortable and weird and awkward. Not anymore, because it cost me my peace and my energy. And I'm not going to get an ulcer or an autoimmune disease or something like that because I'm holding all of this inside. So, that's another thing. Doing things that you really don't want to do, and holding things in that you don't want to say to people or address out of fear of looking dumb or hurting somebody's feelings, or potential confrontation where there's a back and forth. So what? Like, I don't want you to be out here just blazing trails, cussing people out, but if it's warranted, have the conversation, because all you're doing is killing yourself inside slowly. And it works until it doesn't, until you're, in your 40s or 50s having a heart attack, having a stroke from high blood pressure, because you've been stressed out, holding it in, not releasing for all your life, until you get an autoimmune disease because you are under so much stress and can't relax and cool off, that now your body has never had a chance to relax. Your cortisol's through the roof. You're in fight or flight. You've been in fight or flight since you were 20 years old, and now you're 50, and now here you are. Boom, autoimmune disease, because your system is never calm, never has a chance to release. And talking and conversing and bouncing ideas and even a little bit of banter sometimes is actually really healthy for you. You cannot hold stuff in. When somebody's hurting you or making you feel a certain kind of way, or a situation is making you feel, you have to speak up. You cannot suppress that forever and ever and ever and ever. Like, it's not healthy. It's going to come out in the wrong way at some point. And you don't want to be the sacrifice for that, your health. Because people are going to keep moving on without you. And the people that got you stressed, they ain't even gonna care when you have the health scare or have the health issue come up. So don't be having them people have you a wreck. And that's what I got to say for today. Do not be having them people have you be a wreck. Tell them what you need to tell them respectfully, professionally. Sometimes not respectfully, because if they're disrespecting you, sometimes you got to give it back. However, say what you have to say, and then whatever comes of it, comes of it. Pray about it before you do it. Seek clarity and guidance on it. And then when God tells you to move, move. Because the reality is, most of us, we know what's inside of us, and we know who we are. And if the intention is not to be malicious, and you're approaching it from a good-hearted place, then that's what matters. If it goes left, if that other person interprets something wrong or feels offended or what, you're not responsible for somebody else's emotions and how they handle them.